This is the grilled cheese, by the way. And then very quickly, 4 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. You guys...
The oven? You don't bake a grilled cheese sandwich. This is way too complicated for a grilled cheese sandwich. You grill it and you bake it, and you have the short rib that you braised the night before.
And the secret behind this grilled cheese is a little bit of kimchi.
Kimchi? Why is there kimchi? Do they make kimchi in Tasmania?
Turn that over.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's burnt. Dude, it looks cold in the middle. The cheese is not melted. It doesn't look like the heat ever made it through. Okay, that was a pretty upsetting video. So I kind of fell in a rabbit hole, and I found out that he did address this. So this video, it's a redemption video. So that video was 3 years ago. This was 5 months ago. Gordon is back in the kitchen, and this time he's seeking redemption. Okay, I guess he read the comments and realized that he screwed up. Nobody's perfect. Even Michelin Star chefs make mistakes. So let's go check out this video. See if he learned from his mistakes.
Right, welcome to my redemption cook-off. I'll tell you why, because a few years back I was in Tasmania making the most extraordinary grilled cheese.
I hope he was being sarcastic.
Now, I was up against it, didn't have much time, not making any complaints, however.
Not much time? You had time to make your own kimchi.
And the secret behind this grilled cheese is a little bit of homemade kimchi.
A young kimchi takes several days. Even if you bought a house-made kimchi, like you're telling me that you were able to find kimchi but not a soft cheese that can melt? Going to find artisanal kimchi in Tasmania takes more effort and time to find than a soft, meltable cheese.
This is redemption, because now, in front of my amazing audience, I'm going to show you how to make the most perfect grilled cheese. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I want to see where this is going.
Okay, let's go. So I've got some great Italian country bread. In between, I've got some amazing mushrooms, braised short rib. I'm gonna make an amazing little jalapeno jam.
Short rib, jalapeno jam. What about the cheese? This is a grilled cheese sandwich.
Start off with first, cooking the mushrooms. Now, when I say I've taken flack, you have no idea the amount of complaints I've had globally about this grilled cheese. However,
that was 3 years ago. Why did it take you so long to address You had the lockdown to fix this mistake. We all made sourdough in our houses to kill the time. And you also were stuck in your house and you didn't even try to make a grilled cheese sandwich during lockdown. There's plenty of videos on this. And you only tried to redeem yourself just 5 months ago when this video was 3 years ago that you made that grilled cheese sandwich.
Olive oil into our pan. Okay, and let's get some color on those mushrooms. No color, no flavor. Nice hot pan, mushrooms in.
Those are huge. Those mushrooms are huge. Usually when I make a melt or a burger, I'll cut the mushrooms smaller so when I bite into it, I don't pull out a giant piece of mushroom out of, like I want it to break with the meat. Those slices are way too big for a sandwich.
And lay them flat in the pan so we get that really nice color on there. Salt, chili flakes, and then just a little touch of olive oil again.
More? What? You put olive oil on the bottom of the pan and now you're putting olive oil on top of the mushrooms. Do you want some mushrooms with your olive oil?
Get them roasting. Now, this jam, this is a jalapeno and sort of tomato.
Jalapeno? Jalapeno.
Fry off the peppers, slice them nice and thin. I'm the type of person that loves the seeds in these things, okay? In general.
Oh, good. At least you got that part right. Pronounce it wrong, but yes, keep the seeds. Otherwise, why even use jalapenos? Actually, for any pepper, why remove the seeds if you're only gonna get the part that has no flavor?
I quite like the chunks of ginger in there as well. As the ginger starts to cook, it's gonna disintegrate and sort of really give a little touch of spice inside that jam. From there,
that's a really interesting combination, jalapenos and ginger.
just get the tomatoes and literally just cut them in half. And we're sort of going to blister the tomatoes. This is a unique sandwich because in the center.
This is a very, very complicated grilled cheese sandwich. There's like so many ingredients on this.
Shallots. nice and fine. Start that jam. Beautiful. Get them sauteing beautifully.
More olive oil. How much oil do you need to put in this? You already put the oil in the beginning to sear it, both the mushrooms and this jam, and now you're putting more olive oil on top. Cold olive oil.
That comes out into our bowl. Chutney done. And then look at these mushrooms. Beautiful. Drain off the fat. In.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. You put in the fat only to just get rid of it at the end.
Again, both sides. On. And just get your press and lightly press down. And that's the beauty of these pans. How lovely.
He's grilling the bread first before putting the cheese. I like to grill both sides of the bread. It helps the bread hold the cheese a lot better by not getting too soggy.
Such a chili flake, okay? Now, for the exciting part, I've got my Gruyere, my cheddar and taleggio, 3 great cheeses.
At least he got multiple cheeses this time.
First off, a generous sprinkling of the Gruyere cheese. Get your mushrooms and literally form a base. And then from there, take your short rib. Short rib sits on top. Again, short rib.
I would have probably cut those into smaller pieces. Yes, I understand that these short ribs are braised and it should theoretically fall apart. But for sandwiches, I generally don't like large cuts of anything because it just increases the chance that you just get more than you can chew.
Jalapeno chutney, and that just lifts the beef up beautifully. And jalapeno. Now, for our mature cheddar, okay? Sharp cheddar first, on top.
This is also way too thick. He did get more meltier cheeses, but the heat transfer, it's gonna risk the same issue with the previous one where the bread is gonna get burnt before the heat is able to go and transfer to the cheese to even melt it.
My chile, for my chutney. Oh my goodness me. And then from there, a touch more cheese. Now, on.
Yeah, that is really, really thick. The Gruyere would melt. I'm just afraid of the taleggio cheese if that could melt.
And on. This is the grilled cheese, by the way. And then finally, close that over. We press that.
Yeah, he also lost half of that. Why didn't he just put the Gruyere on the cheese and then put the bread on top of that if he was gonna flip it?
Down, and we pray, right? That goes in. Oh my goodness me.
How is this gonna melt the cheese? Look how thick that sandwich is. You'd have to put it under low heat and hope that the bread doesn't get burned, which is the issue that happened in the first grilled cheese that we saw earlier.
Butter, and in. Now, we take our press and we push down. And then very quickly, 4 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. You guys.
The oven, you don't bake a grilled cheese sandwich. It's a grilled cheese. You don't grill one side and then you bake. It's not, this is way too complicated for a grilled cheese sandwich. You grill it and you bake it, and you have the short rib that you braised the night before.
Guys excited? So am I.
Also, he didn't flip it, so only one side of that sandwich is grilled. Yeah, earlier he grilled both pieces of bread, but he didn't even flip that sandwich.
Here we go. Oh my goodness me. Come on, Tom, look closely. Let's get this out. Lift that up. Oh my goodness me.
I mean, that looks amazing, but that's not a grilled cheese sandwich. That's a melt. A grilled cheese sandwich, the melting part is done by the grilling, not the putting it into the oven. It's not a baked cheese sandwich.
Oh my goodness me. And here we are, a beautiful, amazing grilled cheese with short rib.
I mean, that looks amazing, but that's not a grilled cheese sandwich. This is a melt. A grilled cheese, the cheese is the star. In a melt, the cheese is an accompaniment. So I don't think this redeems him from the grilled cheese sandwich because this is an entirely different sandwich. Hey, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to check out these other videos as well. And please leave on the comment section on what videos I should react to next. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.